Welcome to the Wising Soul, a sanctuary for wisdom, growth, and transformation. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe and join this growing community of gentle souls. This is our holiday care series, a space to soften, to exhale, and to find a little comfort in a season that can stir everything in us. Today's reflection is about faith, and not the kind you were taught, memorized, or inherited. Not the kind that sits in a book or a building, but the kind that rises from inside you. The kind you grow. The kind you test. The kind you become. Faith does not happen to you. Faith happens from you. It is a muscle, one that grows in what I call Earth School. Earth School is where we get tested, stretched, humbled, and eventually strengthened. Faith is the best gift you can give yourself. It's the loosening of control. It's believing without seeing. It's saying, I don't know how this will work out, but I trust something larger than me is walking with me. I have found that the greater your faith becomes, the smaller your negative ego becomes. Faith and ego cannot sit in the same room comfortably. One lets go, one holds on. One softens, one tightens. Faith frees, ego grips. My faith is a muscle that gets stronger every time life tests me. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish it was so much easier. So sometimes I call it my whatever decision. It sounds like, I can't do this. You can. Go ahead. It's a surrender. Not a giving up, but a giving over. Faith is not going to church. Faith is not a ritual, nor is it a routine. Faith is not attendance. Faith is not memorization. Faith is a decision. A decision to believe in the unknown. a decision to walk with an unseen power. A decision to ask for help. And then wait, patiently or not patiently, for the answer, which may be yes, no, or wait, not yet. I grew up Catholic. 8 years of Catholic school. Uniforms, Mass, doctrine, rules, confession, communion, routine. And then at age 17, I stopped going. Not out of rebellion, but out of honesty. I needed to find my own faith. My own relationship with what is greater. My own method of communication. I did not want to borrow the church's language anymore. Even though some of those prayers I loved and still say to this day. But basically, I needed my own languaging into faith. For me, my faith at times can feel like a grandparent. Soft, patient, steady, and loving. Faith at times feels like to me a warm hand on my back saying, "Keep going, I'm here." Faith isn't magic, nor is it magical thinking. Faith isn't miracles. Although I do believe in them. Faith isn't fireworks. Faith is the softness of release. It's the cry into the darkness when life is too much. It's the whisper you feel more than hear. Faith is the opposite of control. It's the opposite of figuring everything out alone. Faith is the opposite of muscling through life. Control comes from fear. Faith comes from trust. For me, faith is a big part of emotional health. When I am disconnected from what is larger than me, such as faith, I feel soul pain. I feel the ache of trying to carry too much alone. I once heard that if you don't have faith, you can borrow someone else's. Well, you can borrow mine. Borrow the faith of anyone who has walked through darkness and found even one small light. Ask for direction each day. Test it, try it, evaluate it, then repeat it. I've learned the hard way that my way is not always the right way or the best way. However, faith leads me better than fear ever did. Faith is your spiritual resource, your spiritual gas tank, your charging station. And it can be incredibly mundane. Faith is trusting the sun will rise. Faith is believing you will wake up. Faith is the decision to move your life one breath at a time without demanding guarantees. So, this holiday season, you really don't need perfect faith. And let me repeat that because I feel it's so important. This holiday season, you don't need perfect faith. You don't need certainty. You don't need polished beliefs. All you need is one small willingness. I'm open. I'm open. That's it. Faith begins at the door of openness. So please open that door. Thank you for joining me for this holiday care reflection. If this message supported you, I invite you to subscribe and stay connected here at the Wising Soul. We are all wising up together.